What's going on, y'all? This be your boy Scotty by Nature TV, and we're here for a brand new episode of Yes for the Mess documentaries. okay. So we're not here to talk about no celebrity gossip or nothing like that, but we're here to talk about reality TV based content. This is exactly what this is. We're gonna dig deep into some of the friendships or the characters of our favorite reality shows, some of the people that we love, some of the people that we are indifferent to, some of the people that we probably really don't give a damn about. But that's what we're here to talk about. This is one of those little videos that I've been wanting to do for a long time. I'm going to be doing videos like this in regards to reality TV characters. I'm going to be doing videos like this in regards to sitcom characters. I'm going to be doing this when it comes down to music artists. It's going to be a part of my musical content as well. So we're getting into these type of videos now that I don't have a lot of shows to review at the moment, because all that we have is the Real Housewives of Atlanta and Basketball Wives right now. So that gives me more time to do more videos that I want to do. Okay. So it's Saturday, and we're about to go ahead and get into this thing right now. So let's talk about it. So we're gonna dig deep into the relationship and the friendship that is Jennifer Williams and Evelyn Lasagna. Okay, we're gonna get into that. Now we do know them from Basketball Wives, right? They're the original Basketball Wives cast members. They've been on the show since season 1, when the show first started in 2010. These women have a friendship that spans to over 25 years. They've known each other for that long period of time. That's over 2 decades of friendship. Um, so let's talk about it. When we first met Jennifer and Evelyn on Basketball Wives during season 1, Jennifer was dealing with a divorce. Well, not necessarily a divorce the first season, but her relationship was not in the best of places. They were heading towards divorce. Evelyn was just dealing with the ending of a 10-year relationship with basketball player Antoine Walker, right? And so when we first saw them, they were thick as thieves. You know, Jennifer was like the angel of the two, and Evelyn was like the feisty devil of the two. Like when Jennifer wanted to stay on the straight and narrow, Evelyn would try to convince her to be on the hoe and narrow, just like she was. One of the things that I first saw, one of the things that I noticed about them that I really didn't like was this mean girl mentality that they both possessed. I felt like in some instances, Evelyn was more of the mean girl and Jennifer was the mean girl follower. So she was a secondary mean girl and the secondary bully. Like I always felt like Evelyn was the big time bully and Jennifer was the secondary bully, because she was right there egging it on or supporting the bullying that Evelyn was putting on some of the other girls on the show. One of the first few things that I noticed is the treatment that Jennifer and Evelyn put on girls like Gloria Govan and Royce. Now, Gloria Govan is the sister of Laura Govan, right? It was a rumor out there that Laura Govan had slept with Shaquille O'Neal, who was Shawnee O'Neal's ex-husband at this time. Evelyn and Shawnee were best friends. Jennifer and Shawnee had a close-knit friendship as well. So they were all going in on Gloria in defense of Shawnee O'Neal. And yes, I'm saying it like Evelyn would. Shawnee O'Neal, right? So then, not only that, Royce came into the picture. She was a dancer. And for whatever reason, the girls had so many issues with girls that would dance for the league. They always felt like, they're dancing for the team, but then they're also sleeping with the men. Now, at the time, I did not know who Royce's baby daddy was, because she could not speak on her baby daddy publicly on the show. But as time went on, we all realized that her baby's father was none other than Dwight Howard. And that's probably one of the reasons why they were looking at Royce funny, because you a dancer. We don't really care for dancers. You got a basketball player baby daddy, and you probably had no business fucking him anyway. So that's how they felt. And they were judging Royce for dancing. But later on down the line, they got to be cool with Royce, but never really got to be cool with Gloria. So we get into like the second season. There's this new girl that's being introduced by the name of Ashley Walker. Now, Ashley Walker was dating this guy named Rafer, who was a basketball player who was once in a relationship with Jennifer's friend that we never saw, named Laura. Jennifer and Evelyn both bullied Ashley Walker. They were doing it for the sake of a friend that Jennifer had that was never on the show. And, they pretty much, busted into her charity event, made it their own, made it a whole moment. And this is where Jennifer got into the whole altercation with Tammy over the food stamp situation. So that's where that legendary scene actually came from. And then later on down the line, Jennifer and Evelyn later on fell out with Royce, and that was their point of contention at that particular moment. That was their point of contention. So now they're into it with Royce. They're both double teaming this girl, and it led to a drink throw by season 3. But in the middle of season 3, we start to see the cracks in Jennifer and Evelyn's friendship. Evelyn has started dating Chad Johnson, aka Chad Ochocinco. They went on a date on the show. They had sex on the first night. She told Jennifer about it. Jennifer wasn't the most supportive of it. Jennifer has seen Evelyn go through tons of things, especially in her relationship with Antoine Walker. And she felt like, you've already dealt with the ball player once before. Why do you want to deal with the ball player again? She said this in an interview, and she also said that Chad was like an attention-seeking whore. He's an attention whore. That's what he does. That's what he's about. The interview came back to Evelyn from a friend in Cleveland, and one of her gay friends who was in that store with her listening to the interview with Evelyn had said that she was jealous. And what I mean by she was jealous, Jennifer was jealous.
Friend that lives in Cleveland, and she calls me and she's like, well, you and Jennifer are cool, right? Like, that's your girl. And I was just like, yeah, why? And she was like, well, because she did an interview on the radio and they asked her about me and Chad, and she said he's not to be trusted, that Chad's a media whore, and that she hears all these stories about him. And why would I want to put myself in that position again, being that I dealt with BS with my ex?
Are you serious?
Yeah. If you're talking about my fiance or saying something negative because you feel a certain way or whatever's going on, I'd rather you talk to me about that. Don't have a conversation with Cleveland. I have to.
Okay, so this is the scene that we're talking about, right? So in this particular situation, she's talking to her friend, and she's telling him what Jennifer said. And she said that if she felt that way, why not have a conversation with her instead of having a conversation with Cleveland? Well, let me tell y'all, Jennifer actually had a conversation with Evelyn, and she told Evelyn exactly how she felt about this situation. She's always been very vocal about how she felt about Ocho Cinco as a person. So I never could understand why she felt the need to get up here and act as if she didn't know how Jennifer really felt. She said it to you in a camera full of 2 million people that was watching this show at the time. So why are you saying that? I would rather you have a conversation with me about it and not Cleveland. But girl, she had a conversation with you about it. But let's continue.
To see if I can get a hold of the interview and see what was said. I'm going to be pissed if she said that on the radio.
Have you talked to her about it?
No, I haven't talked to her about it because it's like, I don't know what to say. She's not the easiest person to talk to because she's not really talkative. So I have to pick and choose when I feel is the right time to have this conversation with her, because I don't know. I'm in a weird space with my friendship with Jennifer. That's my girl. Like, I love her, and I want to get to the bottom of what's going on. And if she did say this, like, you need to apologize. When it comes to my family and my man, those are things that I don't play with. I will cut you like a fish.
Yikes. Do you think that she's jealous of your relationship, or because she doesn't have a good one?
I don't know, and it's like, I hate to even think like she would be. I know she was always, skeptical from day one, and it's like back a few months ago, almost a year ago, I understand. He does what he does. He's an athlete, the whole stereotype, I get it. But my relationship with him is different now. Like, I'm engaged. I'm engaged to be married to this man. I'm gonna plan a wedding soon.
I'm gonna be a bridesmaid, but she's not. Let's drink to this one, because you need to talk to Jennifer, and I don't like that face that you're giving me. Kick Jennifer's ass. Seriously. I mean, you
I'm not
really
gonna
need to
kick her
talk. It's not
ass.
kicking her ass, but you really need to talk to her because she's not being actually at all supportive of your relationship from the get-go. When you get engaged, what was her reaction?
She didn't say anything. I didn't get a phone call. I didn't think. You know,
Not
and a lot of
congratulations
No.
or hold on. That's jealousy.
it bothers me that she's never really congratulated me. Tammy called me, congratulated me, and we weren't even friends like that. You know, I'm gonna have a conversation with her. I just don't know when.
Well, I think you should do it during the trip.
It does make sense to have that conversation with her while we're away because being that our lives are so busy, we're gonna be together for a week. I'm definitely going to talk to her. I'm hoping that when we leave that trip that we're still friends.
Hoping?
Yeah, because I don't know how the conversation's gonna go. So, you know, the whole radio interview with Jennifer, it's just eating at me. I don't know how to address it. And it just bothers me that she would make the comments that she makes.
Okay, so at this particular point, they're now going to Madrid, right? So as they're going to Madrid, Evelyn gets the files from the interview. And after talking to Noelle in Miami, and she decided, as you heard in the clip, that she was going to, pretty much talk to Jennifer, get this stuff out the way. We're going to be friends. We're going to make this shit right. Right. Okay. So she sits down with Shawnee after she gets the interview, and she's already pissed off about it. So what we're going to do now is that we're going to listen to what they said and what they talked about, and then we're going to continue on. So let's get right on into it, y'all. Let's get into it.
So I do have to ask this. It seems like when Ev was going out with Chad Ochocinco, it seems like you were kind of like not really pumped about it. Is it because you kind of still have the stigma with dating athletes?
Chad is like, he's such like an attention getter. And then I'm like, oh boy, like here we go with this guy. You just always hear like stories about him. So I'm just like, you just got out of one bad situation, so you really want to go back down that road.
So Evelyn plays the interview for me, and immediately I think, I do understand what Evelyn hears. I think some of the words Jen used or how she might have answered a couple of the questions probably wasn't the best choice.
Because she's your best friend, it leaves a little to be questioned.
Right.
Is what I think.
I just feel like as a friend, she's supposed to be my best friend. Just how she answers certain questions when it comes to my relationship with Chad seems negative. It just doesn't sit well with me. And I hate that way even in this place. I hate it. I'm ready to get on a plane and go home.
So as you can see, they heard the interview, and then Evelyn is pissed about it. And then at this particular point, she confronts Jennifer about the interview, right? So Jennifer is very clueless, very confused about what's going on. So after she plays the interview, for Shawnee and things like that, they finally get a chance to confront Jennifer about said interview. But Jennifer really doesn't take back anything that she says. The only thing that she does after Evelyn goes off on her is that she goes into her room and she apologizes to Evelyn. She says that she never would ever try to hurt her in any kind of way, which, as much as I don't like Jennifer, I do feel like that's nothing that she would ever do on purpose to really just, go out of her way to hurt Evelyn. You know what I mean? And they make up, they move on, and then that was pretty much the gist of that. By the time we get to season 4, as we open it, Evelyn lets Tammy know that her and Jennifer are no longer friends. So now we feel like, okay, what really happened? Because when we was in, Italy, you all decided that we're going to move on and we're still going to be friends and everything is going to be okay. But then after the fact, we did the reunion. We were still cool. But months later, we starting off the new season of Basketball Wives, and now we're not cool. So what the fuck is going on here that we ain't cool? Because the reunion was filmed in what? July of 2011, they started filming the new season of Basketball Wives in October of 2011. So that's how many months? August, September. 3 months, and now y'all not cool. What could have happened? So in the first episode of season 4, I remember it plain as day. They had this lunch where it was Tammy, that was in New York. It was Tammy, Shawnee, Jennifer, Evelyn, and Susie. They were all sitting down eating. They were, they were confronting the issues. Evelyn was going off on Jennifer. She said that, there were some blogs written and they were defamatory towards Evelyn and her relationship. And Jennifer said, some of those blogs I did not write, my publicist wrote. And that set Evelyn off even more, which led on to the rest of this season being a Jennifer versus Evelyn saga, right? So the next time we see them together is at Shawnee's birthday dinner, right? They get into it, but one of them make a toast. Jennifer made a toast, then Evelyn made another toast about loyalty and not writing about your friends on motherfucking blogs and all this other stuff. Next thing you know, Jennifer gets hit in the head with a clutch purse. So then after that, you don't really see them around each other too much until they go to this event. Next thing you know, Evelyn brings this chick named Naya along, who was a friend of both Jennifer and Evelyn, which led to Jennifer getting smacked in her face to wake up. And then Evelyn also jumped across the table to get at Jennifer because she told Naya that she ain't got shit. Okay? That's why she can't sue her. They go to Tahiti for the trip. Evelyn reveals personal information that she knew about Jennifer, how she f***ed the nigga in Vegas without a condom, which at the beginning of season 2, it was clear that it was stated that Evelyn was the one that did it, but Evelyn took the rap for it simply because of the fact that Jennifer was still married. So that's why she took the rap for that situation. So it was never really her that slept around with somebody in Las Vegas. It was actually Jennifer. Next thing you know, Jennifer is no longer on the show. We get into season 6. Season 6 returns. Jennifer returned. Her and Evelyn made up. They're now friends again. We get into season 7. Tammy is very surprised by the fact that Jennifer and Evelyn are back friends. And now we hear that Jennifer told Tammy in Malaysia that Evelyn was sleeping with Shawnee's ex, and that ex wound up being Shaquille O'Neal. Jennifer really didn't get any heat from Evelyn at that time. She wanted to maintain her relationship with Jennifer. She let it rip. She let it fly. They go to Amsterdam for a trip, and it is revealed by Malaysia that Jennifer said things about Evelyn's daughter. And we know how we feel when she talk about her daughter. So that was the lead off into season 8, right? So we get in. So season 7, Jennifer did not show up to the reunion. She didn't want to face anybody for the reunion after everything that went down. And that was that. So we go into season 8. Evelyn is still red hot mad with Jennifer about speaking on Shawnee's to the point to where she threw water in her face while they was on a trip, doing all of that type of thing, like just assaulting her in every which way possible. You feel what I'm saying? So that's what it was. So it was all about her going in on Jennifer the entire season, throwing water on her, saying that just because she lost her mom doesn't give her a reason to be an asshole to nobody, like just going the fuck in on Jen, okay? Just letting her have it, okay? Jennifer came to the reunion this year and she didn't want anything else to do with Evelyn. She did not want to be friends with Evelyn ever again, right? We go into season 9, which was the season where they was in those houses together, and it looked as though Jen and Ev were cool again. By season 10, Evelyn was no longer on the show. Season 11, Jennifer and Evelyn got to be cool again. But now we're going into season 12 where the roles are reversed. And now it is Evelyn sitting in Jennifer's seat, talking about her relationship. And it's so backwards. Jennifer is now Evelyn and Evelyn is now Jennifer. Evelyn sees that Christian is a scammer and a fraud, and she's trying to get Jennifer not to marry him, but now she's already married. She has a whole lot to say about her man, and Jennifer's not trying to hear it. The same situation where Jennifer had a lot to say about her man, and she didn't want to hear nothing about it. So now they're at a point of no return, and Jennifer thinks that the relationship is done. In my opinion, in these 20 minutes that I spent talking about these two, I always felt like after season 4, their friendship should have stayed where it was. You know, sometimes friends can fall out, they can come back together, talk about the situation, and move forward, and the relationship can remain where it used to be. But then in some instances, like Jennifer and Evelyn, where it became so volatile and so toxic, and we're exposing each other's secrets and truths and things like that, it was never really a good situation. And it all happened on reality TV. So I could never, ever see myself being Jennifer, being friends with the likes of Evelyn Lozada ever again. So it was just like, why did y'all was only holding on to the relationship due to the history of it? And that be the problem. We hold on to things because of the history of it all. That's why we be holding on to it. And we don't need to. We don't need to. And that's just the truth of the matter. So what do you guys think about this? Let's talk about it down below. So with that being said, this is your boy Scotty by Nature TV. Be sure to like, rate, comment, subscribe, share this video, and also click on the notification bell so you can be notified whenever a video drops. And if you want to follow me on any form of social media, my Twitter, my Instagram, and my TikTok will be down below. With that being said, this is your boy Scotty by Nature TV, and I'm out of here, and I will see you guys on the next one. Bye.
It's on some whole shit. What happened to the Zeus fame? Then Bobby made you change your name. For a show, still searching for a ring. Pray these hoes find better days. Cut off everybody. Don't trust nobody. Play with everybody. Don't have nobody. Cut off everybody. Don't trust nobody. Play with everybody. Don't have nobody, nobody. Nigga never was a real one. Copping, please, spreading lies. What you hiding from? All these shows just an extra.
Little dance now, twerking on shit like bad bitch, munch it up, cock goblin. Slapping ass on this dick, cock goblin. Gobble up his dick, bitch, a cock goblin. Fuck him in his face, bitch, a cock goblin. Attitude bad, but I'm better. Ass poke out just fatter.